For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world.
This is the main event.
Dildo Corn is alive
and kicking. Come on over here, I'll headbutt your ass a couple times. You know what I'm saying?
All right, here we are. It's happening.
Are we in it?
We're in it, dude. We're in it.
Are we in it?
It's real.
Are we in it?
Yeah. There are 12 people watching us right now. 12 people.
Welcome to Punch Drunk Sports, where winners win. The first time in this show's been around for 1 billion years.
10,000
and it is live.
All right, welcome
1
to our
billion years. And here we are. I am with one of the funniest people I know on planet Earth. The man, the myth, the legend. Everything is freezing all the time on me. My good friend, Jayson Thibault. Jayson Thibault. Look at that. Is that you? What is that?
Let's talk about buttered sauce.
Jeff Richards has got his own merch. I like that. That's good.
He should.
Good for him. And join me as always, Johnny Woodard.
Not a lot of enthusiasm there, Sam. I appreciate that. I will remember that in the future. Remember, I edit all the shit that you do. So
Johnny Woodard, yes, the best of the best. The man, the myth, the legend.
Starting off an episode again with Bone to Pick with Tripoli.
Oh no.
Oh, here we go.
There we go. Because you don't have your fucking basketball trophies up behind you again. I keep telling you.
Oh, that's a great point, bro.
I said every goddamn episode.
That is a great point. Johnny, what are you running this through? Your StreamYard?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm fine with it. And Johnny,
you think you're the only one they let use StreamYard?
Yeah, but your Twitter's gone. You're like, there's so many people
on YouTube.
Yeah, but it could be on Twitter where we get way more action.
We don't have a Twitter for the. I mean, the Twitter for this is nobody uses it anymore.
It's called Sam Tripoli.
We do. This is a little test stream here.
Okay.
I think
also, you don't know how to do the intro and all that shit, so it always ends up like you clicking everybody back in. That's not how you do that.
I think that James still has the code for our Twitter.
I think I can get into it, but that's funny.
Are we where winner wins? Are we where winners win?
Most people listen to it anyway.
We are where we win.
Win.
Let's go right into it because I'm glad you were on today, Sam.
I
heard you weren't going to be on today, but I'm dying to know what you thought about this fucking All-Star game. It was super weird and crazy. I have 1,000 problems with it.
I'm going to say this. In an era of awful sports commissioners, Adam Silver is the Michael Jordan of god-awful sports commissioners. Everything he's done is garbage. Nobody likes it. He will do everything but look at the problem. He just dude, the house is on fire and he's trying to put window shades up and you know, hey, why don't we put a vase over here where everything's on fire? He's garbage and they're going to have to get rid of him. And what he's had the luxury of is bringing in these streaming service, which have brought in more revenue to kind of clean up his problem. So you don't notice it, but eventually people will be like, nobody's watching and our numbers are down. So to answer your question, I'm going to be honest with you. It was the first time I didn't watch any of the weekend. And I'm a diehard basketball fan.
Oh, that's why I was wondering because I actually watched a bunch of it.
I watched clips of Mick Love and Duncan. That's it.
That used to be appointment television too. The All-Star. Yep. I mean, that you could not miss the All-Star, especially the game and the dunk contest.
And the dunk contest was, when I was 14 or something back in the 40s, I couldn't even sleep the night before the dunk contest. I mean, I was so pumped back when you had, and now it's like three.
You remember when there weren't Negroes in it? You remember that back in the day?
I remember when it was
Negroes.
I remember when it was the layup contest. And that was very exciting. You put a bucket on the ground, you kind of hopscotch over one bucket, still get the layup in, you only get 3 hops. And the Friday before All-Star weekend, I guess shit was going on Friday, but the Friday before the Saturday main shit, NBA TV replayed every single dunk contest in order in a half-hour edited format. From Dr. J first one all the way up until last year. I couldn't stop watching it. And then you watch and you see what it's become, what the dunk contest has become, where it's like three people that I didn't know any one of these three people except for the guy on the Bulls. And then the guy that's not even in the NBA defends his title 3 times. Fine. A G League leading scorer of the G League wins the NBA dunk contest. So they should just call it a dunk contest. Don't call it NBA dunk contest. But Wembanyama should be able to play in the G League All-Star game and score 147 points, 87 blocks. I mean, the whole thing was dumb.
I'm with you. And on top of that, like, I've never, like, it's crazy to me when they bring in WNBA players into the All-Star weekend. They're so fucking cocky.
Yeah,
they're so cocky.
They should be.
About everything. They're so cocky. It's unbelievable. They're like, I would like to see a WNBA player win an MVP. It's like, bitch, you are lucky you're here, and nobody wants to see it. Nobody wants to see it. The NBA just keeps shoehorning these chicks into stuff that nobody wants to watch. Nobody wants to watch it.
I feel the same way about McLovin winning the dunk contest. I'm just like, oh, fine, great. I mean, you know how many people at Venice Beach can do all these crazy fucking dunks with a fucking parrot on their shoulder? It's like, they're not in the NBA. I mean, if you're going to have a world global dunk contest, then find the craziest dunkers in the world. There's people that can jump over the fucking backboard. They're not in the NBA. I want to see the best NBA dunkers do some NBA shit. And it's super boring. And then they do the All-Star game thing where it's 4 different teams. Fine, I get it. That's fun. Go for it. 4 different teams. LeBron doesn't even play. He just decides not to fucking show. So they're short one guy, which, by the way, we'll get into that. LeBron just saying like, I'm out. They'll have a timeout in a game. In the middle of a game to 40, they have a timeout, and they're like, here's a song from Jelly Roll. I go, we're having a 7-minute music video from Jelly Roll right in the middle of it's not even halftime.
Yeah. Everybody did that.
Timeout. All right, we're going to give an award to Shaq for all these years. And it's a 7-minute Kevin Hart roast. And you got all these, and then they come up and they bitch because all these guys come up and they miss 11 threes in a row. Yeah, I've been sitting in the fucking side of the court watching a fucking Creed concert.
I'm sorry, Jayson. I'm sorry. We got a live performance here from Jelly Roll. I just want to, we had to interrupt you. I know you were on a roll there, but we got to go to Jelly Roll live here.
This is exactly what it did.
What's going on?
Punch drunk.
So funny, dude. I did a joke about him being a wigger, and everyone's like, he's not a wigger. I go,
what?
Look at him. He's a wigger. And he's a nice guy. I've met him. He's a nice dude.
I'm a bottle in the Bible. I'm a rolling stone.
Yeah,
I mean, halfway to hell. That's what the NBA is.
At least he's doing aggressive pointing, which is very important.
Now, do you think that, Sam, this is for you because you have done work to kind of get out of this rabbit hole, but you were very much in this rabbit hole. I've tried to be in a car with you while you're driving and you can't look at your phone. Do you think this kind of thing is because everybody has this attention span theater where everything, you can't watch 10 minutes of straight basketball. We got to throw in fucking Mr. Beast, who had to come in the middle of a thing and try to give away $100,000 to some kid.
Oh.
I mean, I go, why is Mr. Beast at the fucking goddamn middle of the fucking All-Star game? Like, I don't get enough of him every time I'm trying to scroll through things. And then they throw Jelly Roll up to do a concert. Another guy I never even heard of. And then Kevin Hart has to roast Shaq for 20 minutes. There's a time and a place for everything, but why is it all getting compressed into the same shit right now? I bet there was 67 minutes of basketball.
I'm sorry, Jayson. I'm sorry. We got to go to Mr.
Totally
Beast now. He's doing a giveaway. Here we go.
San Fran? How you guys doing?
Before the next,
I hire sex offenders.
A little fun for you guys. So
they were booing him.
It's $100,000, and we're gonna grab someone random from the stands to compete against Damian Lillard for this $100,000
thing. That should
sound
have been
fun?
about 60 seconds.
Yeah.
And they keep coming in.
I'm coming over here.
They keep coming into his ear like, wrap it up. Gotta go. Gotta last shot. Gotta let it go. He's thinking he's doing one of his YouTube videos. It's halftime of the game.
Visualize before it goes in, then it goes in.
Yeah, I mean, dude.
Stand in the middle.
Did you see this though? He does nail his last one.
Oh, he does? Oh, that's good. Let's see. Oh, he did. Look at him. Nice haircut, dude.
Keep going.
That was literally, they go, this is your last shot, and it doesn't. He missed 7 or 8 in a row. And they're sitting to make people watch this shit.
All right.
I don't understand what it has to do with anything.
I'm with you, dude.
So now we go into all the fucking all-star games. Is baseball the only one that really even kind of is like a game? Hockey.
Well, no, hockey figured it out now. Hockey, I mean, the NBA must be so jealous of what hockey's doing with this.
Hockey did a great job.
14 tournament.
More people were talking about hockey than anything else.
It's great. No, it's fantastic. The NBA players were talking a lot of. Because of that, the questions to the NBA players were like, especially the international guys, would you want to do NBA versus the world, Americans versus the world kind of thing? And they all said yes. Now, the problem is there aren't enough world players, but I think you could solve that by letting the world, you pick the all-star team, split them up like that. You won't have enough world players, but they can pick from the rising stars pool,
You just need Trump. You just need Trump to deport 5 black guys back to Africa, according
to there we go.
Now you got
there we go. 100%. Now you're cooking with gas.
And then everybody's happy, I guess.
That would be so much. Wouldn't that be infinite? I also heard you could have like another idea was to have
rid of just get rid of Adam Silver. Dude, this comes down to style of play too. Just think about what everybody says about the WNBA. What do you think they say? Everything they say. They say the exact same thing every time. Which is 3-point shooting and layups. Nobody wants to see that. What does the NBA become?
Yeah.
3-point shooting and layups.
I saw some games the other day.
I was talking about this the other day about how like the NBA put out the top like 25 plays of the last like 25 years, or let's say the top 100 plays of the last 25 years, right? 90% of them are dunks. 90% of the greatest plays of all time of the last 25 years are fucking dunks.
That's so funny.
Dunk, blocks, not three. Occasionally you get a 3-pointer. That's like Ray Allen or Kyrie
buzzer beater,
Irving, those kind of like in the finals. Everything else is dunks. Get back to that. Yeah,
and down low banging too. There's enough big men now. There's a shift back towards all these. Now a lot of them are outside shooters because they grew up. They were shooting threes before they were fucking 7'5". Because they're like, this is what the NBA is now. This is what basketball is. I got to be as far away as I can and have good range. And doesn't matter about setting screens. Doesn't matter about getting down low. I mean, a down low screen you don't even see anymore. Let alone a fucking nice shoulder fucking shrug to somebody's.
The only team that practices is the Miami Heat. They don't really practice. It's the biggest joke ever. These guaranteed contracts have fucked up the league.
Well, and so
they've given the players too much power.
And given players too mumuch rest, because now the only thing that matters, the regular season doesn't matter anymore. And you wonder why our attendance is lower is because, dude, if I'm going to take my kid to see a fucking LeBron James for the first time or whoever he's a big fan of, whatever town we live in, and I got to shell out $400 for an evening, and all of the best players are fucking on their 9th day of rest. Fuck going to a fucking basketball game in week 9, week 10. I'll wait till it's way after the All-Star game and they're trying to rev them back up because at least I get to see who I want to see.
Totally. Yeah. Well, I mean, you see it even with the players. They, especially the guys that do that load management shit. They don't start taking the season seriously.
What would happen? What would happen to all the movie theaters if all the movies started going, hey, same price, doesn't matter, but we're only playing the entire movie 4 weeks before Oscars.
Yeah.
The rest of the time, you're going to see some of the movie. You'll get the
gist or this. I called in the Fox Sports Radio late night, and I got this guy, Jonas Knox. I got him.
I love it that you're sitting around calling Fox Sports in the middle of the night, getting
bro. Nothing says more Sam Tripoli than him. And month-long imaginary fight with this guy, calling him and giving him the business.
Oh, so it was that debate on like if a player's advertised on the ticket and he doesn't play that day, should you get your money back? And he was like, no, you shouldn't. I go, well, let's say there's a movie. Let's say Billy Bob Thornton's movie's coming out, and I go to the movie and Billy Bob Thornton is not in the movie. I have a right to complain about that, right? You're advertising him that he's in the game. I have the right to see that.
Yeah, you would think.
Yeah.
And what did this disc jockey say to you?
No, that's not true. Oh, okay, hang up. Goodbye.
Whoa, there's a wacky caller.
Oh, well, he's a little unhinged.
Jelly roll.
Jelly roll.
That's great.
So what's your take on? We'll keep going with basketball too, because I think everybody in the fucking free world, including all the NBA players who said this was a colossal failure. The Luka trade, Sam. We haven't talked to you since all that went down.
Since which one?
Luka, the big fucking crazy fucking ham sandwich for a fucking
I mean,
lifetime
none of the reasons to do it is good. It's either dark or darker, right? It's either like the NBA's ratings are so bad that they had to do a trade that destroyed the Mavs brand to save the NBA, or the owner is such a piece of shit, cold-hearted, slit-your-throat scumbag that he's trying to destroy the Mavs so they can move them to Vegas. Those are your two options. Neither of them are good. There's no reason ever to trade Luka at this point, especially when he just got you to the finals.
Especially for a guy who averages 40 more games a year than you and I do.
Punch Drunk Sports.
Yeah, I'm just working on
Johnny's getting excited.
It's called a lower third graphic, Johnny. That's what they call that in sports.
Yeah,
lower third. Johnny.
It needs to bump you up for it. The problem.
Yeah. So I think it's sad. I think it's really sad.
Yes.
And I think it did incredible damage to a proud franchise. When you get these billionaire owners, and by the way, this billionaire owner is the same person who gave Trump $100 million, and he basically wants to take over Gaza. It's the same lady. It's the same lady. She's a psychopath, and she doesn't understand how important the Mavs are.
All she has to do is look at the stadium. Look at all the little kids' jerseys. What you think they're going to go buy get their eyebrows unwaxed for the rest of their lives to look like that fucking guy?
It's
every jersey in that fucking stadium is fucking Luka.
Yeah, and you know what, dude? You remember back in the day we used to get that guy from Dallas who would call in talking about nice white quarterbacks. Yeah. Imagine what he's saying right now about nice white basketball players.
Well, they're in LA now. I mean, so you think that's just like, hey, LeBron's on his way out. This guy's going to be the face of the fucking franchise.
That the Lakers, they need LA and nobody cares about the Lakers. I don't think Laker Nation likes LeBron.
Oh, Sam, can I give a quick basketball shout out?
Do a shout out.
Before we change subjects, I just want to say congratulations to Bronny James for being an all-star MVP somehow. Congrats.
That's a real question. What do you think happens when LeBron inevitably leaves? I mean, they get rid of him immediately? Like how much longer is he a part of the Lakers?
Probably both of them on speakerphone at the same time. Hey, if your son's with you, can you put him on too real quick? Just put him on speaker if you don't mind. Yeah,
totally right.
He's in his car seat in the back seat.
Let's see what his stats are in the G League. Okay, Bronny James.
In the G League, he's doing pretty. I hear he's doing well.
He is now. Yeah, he's averaging 17.3 a game, 4.3 rebounds, 4.1. Well, that's better than he was doing in college by far. Wow.
Oh yeah, he's averaging like.
Oh well, he's only played 7 games. So.
Well, here's also the thing: is that
the 7 games.
The G League is notorious for not playing defense because everybody wants to get called up. So nobody guards anybody, and you're just allowed to have fat stats.
Yeah, it's like a high school all-star game.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're just like, try to score as much as you can so you can get to the league. Bronny James should have stayed in college for 3 years.
Totally.
Got good, then got drafted.
And here's the other thing about that, to your point, Sam. You know, a lot of those times you see those kids and they're one and dones and they're like, they come out of fucking terrible places and, these, no family and broken homes. And like, dude, I need this goddamn money. My family needs this fucking money.
Yep.
I get it. LeBron has, Bronny has generational wealth his grandkids are going to have money. So it's not like he needed the money. Maybe it was just, and I will say, I'll play devil's advocate. Maybe it's like, hey, man, this is my only window to play with my dad and do something special. Even though it's probably going to cost me my career.
Or do you think LeBron said, I'm going to play with my kid?
Doesn't matter. One of the two, you know, that conversation is the only thing that I can see being like, hey, after you go to college for 2 years, you get better at basketball. I probably won't be in the NBA in 3 years. And I definitely won't have as much power to yield right now and kind of force the hand so we can play together. But I mean, can't you play in the driveway? I bet you got a pretty nice court at your house that you guys can fucking pass the ball around too. I don't know. It's stupid to me.
I think that, you know, and they're like, oh, LeBron, you know, it's like the team's been winning lately. JJ Redick's doing a great job. He's doing better than Darvin Ham at this point in their career, you know, in their coaching. It's like, yeah, because you guys, fucking the NBA's bent over backwards to make the Lakers be good. And that's a sign of how bad your league is doing. If you have to rely on New York and LA for your ratings, you know, I mean, the NFL doesn't have to do that. Baseball's in trouble because they just have no salary cap. Who wants to hear my new conspiracy? Anybody want to hear my new conspiracy?
Absolutely, I do.
Okay. That Major League Baseball wants the Dodgers to go nuts on the spending. They want them to go out of control, pay way more, so that everyone, all the fans get angry and demand a salary cap and at least a salary floor.
Okay.
Huh.
I don't think that's crazy, Sam.
So because Manfred was like, I'm getting all these emails. I'm getting emails. People are angry. They called me up. They're angry. You're like, well, oh, okay, sure. I see your game here. Act like there's nothing you could do, man. I don't want to do it.
What? It looks like a what here,
Alicia?
Yeah, what? Hey, Alicia, we're happy one chick watches the show. What does he look like? Let's play a game. What does Thibault look like?
He looks like a substitute school teacher is what I'm going for right there.
That sells pot.
I'm going for a white nationalist or closeted gay Christian nationalist.
Youth pastor. Yeah, gay youth pastor. It's for sure. Yeah. He's got youth pastor energy.
No, closeted gay. Can't stop talking about how he loves.
Yeah. No, he's not out. He's married. He's married to a woman for sure.
Yeah. But every like cocktail party, like New Year's Eve party, I'm like 4 cocktails in. I'm just like, God, her husband is a cute son of a biscuit. They're like, he's a what, motherfucker? Oh, nothing. I was just joshing you fellas. Who wants to get in the hot tub?
You do look like you use the word joshing.
I do, probably. I get away with that. Yep. I look like, oh, here we go.
Punch drunk. Sports Bob Dylan looks
You are completely wrong.
Oh, good point.
You are utterly wrong.
Thank you, everybody.
I only put that up.
We're doing a Ned Flanders impersonator.
Yeah.
Super Bowl thoughts, guys.
Well, oh God, you guys don't even know the information I have.
Probably could open with it, but go ahead, Sam. We'll give you the floor.
So I'm going to do something. This is a little longer, but I think you guys will like it.
I love it longer. I love it longer.
Here we go. Johnny, put this in. You're going to, dude, this is crazy. Are you ready?
You're sending me something?
Yeah, Johnny, let this play.
I hope it's
Johnny, let this play.
I'm not having a request right now.
I hope
it's right there. I see it.
Johnny, pull up lemonparty.org. Some sports shit
ready?
I want to show you.
Well, watch this. It gets deep, dude. This whole thing is a State Farm commercial. This is basically what this guy gets to.
I hope this turns into a porn.
It does.
Remind me to tell you about the porn I auditioned for.
How come it's not playing?
Probably because of Johnny. I'm gonna blame Johnny on this.
It says it's playing, but I don't. Maybe just send me the link, Sam. I know your internet has been shitty because you're on.
I'll fight America, dude. You think I won't fight America, bro?
I'd like to see you.
Hold on, I'll email it to you. But anyways, I'll tell you what the video basically says.
Text it to me.
It's like long. I don't know if I could text like
just the link. Text me the link. Oh, you got the actual file on there? Okay.
Yeah, dog. What am I, an asshole?
No, Sam's got dial up.
Yeah, dude. I think I do have dial up, to be honest with you. Here we go.
Someone just mentioned that Ari still owes a bag of bets. He does.
Yeah, everybody but Sam owes bag of bets.
Good news, by the way. Good news. Aaron found the bag of bets, so it is not lost as we reported last week.
God,
He
I would
found
love
it.
to read that. I bet there's some gold in there.
Yeah, I'm going to go retrieve it.
50 that we didn't do, that we just haven't even.
Listen, Punch Drunk Sports. Punch. I just emailed it to you, Johnny.
Thank you, sir.
This is that porn you were talking about?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
I auditioned for a new porn the other day called, it turns out it's porn. I didn't know it was. I thought it was a sequel to a different movie, but there's something about Larry. I auditioned for that.
And what's it about Larry?
Well, I don't know.
His hog? Is it about his hog?
The scene I had to put some special hair gel in my hair. It was hilarious.
Oh, okay. I got it. Oh, I know what you did there. That's crazy, bro.
Just play your fucking video, idiot.
I got it right here. All right. We're just gonna have to play it in the browser here, but just a second. Just a second.
Just some bullshit. Hey, you guys, dude, there's UFC.
Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift always felt a bit off. What if I told you that I think I have proof that this is not only a fake relationship, but a multi-level marketing insurance scheme? Now, if you watch the NFL, you notice a very specific commercial that plays at every single ad break. And no matter what the context of the ad is, it's always a State Farm ad. Now, we know that the NFL has a relationship with State Farm, and they've had one since about 2004 for over 20 years. But specifically, they've had one with the Kansas City Chiefs just over the last couple. And here is where things start to get weird. Now, we know that State Farm, like the rest of the country, is fully aware of the relationship between Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. But knowing something isn't capitalizing off of it. So one day, as a publicity stunt, Jake from State Farm linked up with Donna Kelce, Travis Kelce's mom, and it did exactly what it was supposed to do. It caught a lot of media, and nobody was really thinking anything of it. But I wanted to look into who set this up. And after just doing like a little bit of digging, it turns out that this media agency, Maximum Effort, was the ones who set this up. And their co-founder is Ryan Reynolds. So it was him to help set up Donna Kelce with Jake from State Farm to help State Farm capitalize off the relationship between Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. And that one mistake opened up the floodgates into the rest of this investigation. You see, I started getting curious as to when this relationship first started, or even who first reported it. When I stumbled across this tweet, that seems to be the earliest tweet talking about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce.
I'm gonna speed this up just a little bit.
That broke the story. And then I saw this link, so I decided, let's just click it. And when I did, it brought me to this torn down URL website that read The Messenger. So I got curious and I wondered, what was The Messenger? And well, as it turns out, that The Messenger is the one who broke the news about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, and which I thought that was weird. So I looked into The Messenger, and it only turned out that they had only opened 4 months prior to breaking this news. And I was thinking to myself, how did a brand new publication have the inside scoop on the #1 pop star in the world? Somebody who spends millions of dollars a year on security. There's no way that this brand new publication got that inside scoop until I looked into who owns The Messenger. And that's when I ran into a man named Jimmy Finkelstein, who owns and started the publication, who recently sold another publication for $130 million. But you see, the weirdest part about this publication, that it just broke this news about the world's biggest pop star just 4 months prior, 4 months after opening, is that only 4 months after that, they shut down completely, only lasting 8 months. So then I thought to myself, man, if I was Mr. Finkelstein, I'd be really angry. So I started looking up Mr. Finkelstein's statements on why the publication shut down, only to find out that it costed $50 million to start. Oh my God, I'd be so mad if it was $50 million that I used of my own money. That's the weird thing. See, it turned out after doing some digging that it was actually started by 5 donors that gave about $10 million each. First one is Josh Harris, or co-founder of Apollo Global, an investment firm that manages over $600 billion in assets. And it was his company who back in 2016 acquired ADT for about $7 billion. And then in 2022, State Farm acquired 15% equity ownership worth $1.2 billion in ADT. And I can go on and on about the other 4 founders that started the publication that got the inside scoop that's only 4 months old, that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce were together. But no matter what road you take, they all have invested interest in hundreds of billions of dollars in State Farm. And that's not even the craziest part. See, every time I Googled Finkelstein, a woman named Pamela Gross Finkelstein would pop up. And the name next to it, every single time, was Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds' wife and best friends with Taylor Swift. So you're probably thinking to yourself, okay, State Farm gained a lot out of this. They get free publication, they get Taylor Swift, they get the NFL, they get Travis Kelce. But what does Taylor Swift and the NFL get out of being possibly a part in all this? While I was researching for another video, I noticed that every single time I clicked on Taylor Swift's music video, no matter which one it was, a State Farm ad would play behind it every single time, which is very strange because if you know anything about YouTube advertisement, is that you know it's always supposed to be completely random. So here is my theory. I think State Farm and the NFL approached the biggest pop star in the world and said, hey, we need to make more money. Taylor Swift came back and said, okay, cool, but how are we going to push that to the public? She then brought the idea to Ryan Reynolds, absolute marketing genius, who also owns a marketing agency, and he came up with an absolute game-changing plan. You got to make people care here. So he set up Jake from State Farm with Donna Kelsey, and then the wheels started turning. Ryan then brought that whole idea to his wife, Blake Lively, and she said, hey, wait, I think I know a guy. Yeah, I became good friends with his billionaire's wife back a couple years ago in 2011 when she came to a party of mine to honor me. The wife had nothing to lose, so Blake, Ryan, the wife, and Taylor Swift all brought it to this dude and said, hey, we need somebody to put this out there. And he said, hey, I sold my company for $130 million months ago. I mean, yeah, sure, I'll do it, but I'm not going to do it with my own money. State Farm then said, and we can help with that. 5 founders then got together and created The Messenger. 4 months later, they then organically threw this out there. 4 months after that, he played his role and he just shut this down. Taylor then possibly approached State Farm, or State Farm then possibly approached Taylor and said, hey, there's literally no way I'd be able to pay you this amount of money up front. You were way too big of an artist. Instead, why don't you just let us put our ad in front of every single one of your videos? We'll give you about 90 to 100% of the ad revenue. You'll get paid throughout the entire time that we have your ads on our videos, and we'll be promoted. And so now you might be asking, okay, cool, all these people gain so much, but the main player here is the NFL. So what do they gain in doing any of this? The NFL has made about $1 billion since Travis and Taylor started dating, due to viewership and jersey sales. And since in 2010, the NFL changed from a sports league to an entertainment company as to cover any legal corners. What would hurt putting them through the playoffs to the Super Bowl to keep the viewership high all season long because of Taylor? Well, the answer is nothing, but maybe it's just all one big theory.
I got an idea. This gives me an idea, Sam.
Yeah.
You want to take down the WNBA?
Yeah.
You see what Taylor Swift dating a football NFL player did for the NFL? $1 billion, he said, which I do believe that. I believe that. Here's how we get rid of the WNBA. You, me, and Johnny start dating the 3 most popular WNBA players. Within 6 months, bankrupt. I'll take out anyone you want.
I'm in.
You name the player.
I am in.
You name the player.
I am so in. I'm so in, dude.
Dude, I will say it is working. I told this on Broken Sim. My grandma, bro, my aunt was staying with my grandmother and heard her in there screaming Super Bowl night. And my grandma doesn't watch football. She doesn't watch sports.
Yeah.
And my aunt goes in there and is like, what are you yelling about? She's like, oh, the Eagles scored. I've been cheering on the Eagles. And my aunt goes back to bed. Here's her in there again going, oh, yeah. She finally comes back in there and is like, why are you cheering so hard for the Eagles? She goes, because I hate Taylor Swift and I want her team to lose. And then she comes back later. My grandma says, I got to go to the emergency room because my blood pressure is 200 over 180 or something crazy. Like she had to go be taken in an ambulance to the emergency room because of how much she hates Taylor Swift. Isn't that insane?
I mean, I believe it.
Version of that story.
You saw her
Your grandma sounds like a fucking Nazi.
Oh, she's great. My grandma's great, dude.
How old is your grandma?
80, mid 80s, late 80s, something like that.
Your grandpa's still around?
No. You're welcome to come by.
Slide into her DM.
Hey, bro, she's game too. I'm telling you, she still goes out dancing, meeting guys.
Dude,
she probably doesn't
make
have
it happen, dude.
She probably
That'd be
doesn't have
so great if you were Johnny's. If you were Johnny's grandpa-in-law. Oh my God, you could order him around.
She had a guy who was 20 years younger than her.
Candies. He's got to eat all the butterscotch candies out of my pocket.
When she was like 65, she married like a 40-year-old dude. So she's up for it, bro.
If she's up for it, I'm up for it.
She fucking slings it, bro.
Well, dude, I won't get into her DMs because she probably doesn't have social media, but I'll send her a singing telegram or whatever the fuck she wants.
Yeah. I mean, the
I would
halftime
love
show
to
pissed
just
some
hear
people
the
off.
sounds of Thibault going hard in the paint on Johnny's grandma. Just the sounds. I don't want to see it. I just want to hear it.
Yeah, it would sound like if you ever take a plunger to a completely dry toilet.
All the time. Yeah. I mean, which Saturday are we talking here?
Hey, remember when you pulled that fucking giant rat out of your toilet, Johnny?
God, that's one of the scariest things that's ever happened to me, dude. It was so scary, bro. It was. I mean, I'm telling you, it was this big.
It's so scary. Why don't you marry it?
Funny thing is, Johnny didn't even remember eating a live rat. Here's what's interesting about the Super Bowl, which I didn't really think, because you factor with a loss like that, with the point spread the way it was, and the money coming in pretty even, you think Vegas maybe even took a little bit of a bath this year. The on-game bets almost broke even for Vegas. You know how Vegas wound up making, I think, $22 million on the Super Bowl, Vegas this year. Prop bets, because everybody included in their prop bet Saquon Barkley scoring a touchdown. Saquon not getting a touchdown. I think they had 5 or 6 touchdowns in a game. None of them were Saquon. Everybody's prop bet had Saquon scoring a touchdown and then some other shit happened.
Johnny, I like that one. Go back to that one. Yeah,
different, right?
With Thibault's giant head.
I take my vitamins. I'm a giant.
Does anyone care about the? Yeah, Johnny, keep it like that. We're just on you the whole time. Just on you the whole time.
Does anybody care about what?
The UFC at all? Does anyone care about the UFC?
Well, that Adesanya, you know what? I was thinking about this, Sam. It's fun. I do care about it, but I do feel like almost like in a way that like you hit a point in time in your age where you're like, there's some new bands and you hear something and you go, who the fuck is this? And it's like, how do you not know who this is? All of a sudden you hit a point where you kind of feel a little out of touch.
Yeah. And
I feel that with the UFC. I don't feel like there's the super duper 2 or 3 guys in every weight class that there once was when, 15 years ago. And now we're seeing all those goats get beat. Like Adesanya, what's he going to do? I mean, he got beat in that last fight. I don't want to say easily, but he definitely lost the first round and then he got quickly knocked out. So you got all the goats that are gone. And if you're a UFC fighter, I would get one of those fucking, Russian beards where you just got the fucking Muslim beard and the wrestling. It's a new thing. It's like the run and shoot. The first 2 years of the run and shoot in the NFL, you couldn't figure it out. And whoever ran it just put up hot. And that fucking wrap your legs in between my legs and I climb up you and it just rains elbows. I mean, I don't know anybody could beat all these last guys whose last name ends in a V. Last name ends in a V, and you got one of them big ass black beards with no mustache. Don't fuck with that guy. I don't know. I mean, there's no fights. John Jones for sure. I mean, and I think they need John Jones to come back and do good. O'Malley isn't who they thought he was. Izzy's getting old, and he's been beat the last couple of times. All of the marquee, and McGregor's a fucking nut job.
Yes.
So all of the marquee, like must see, must have a pay-per-view party, got to go to the sports bar and watch it. There's none of those right now. To me, other than John Jones coming up, but there's no bet. They need to start putting like 3 title fights on a pay-per-view again. It doesn't need to be a once-a-year thing. Because otherwise I'm like, fuck it. I'll find out who won tomorrow.
Yeah, and you can't raise the price either. Johnny's loving this, dude. Johnny, now you get the power of playing around with it. It's so much fun.
When you raise the price and you lower the product.
Yeah.
Your fan base is not stupid, and they're eventually going to go. I'll watch it for free.
It's exactly what happened to movies. You're raising the price on movies, and you're putting out dog shit. Same thing in music. Oh, dude, here's 20 songs on an album, and by the way, 4 of the songs are just answer machine messages, and the rest is just hot garbage. That's
People
what
do love answer machine messages on albums. They do. Yeah. That's a very.
Hey, Biggie, man, where you at? We're at the airport. Get down here.
Eminem used to do it. Like, hey,
you listening to K-pop, Sam? What impression was that?
That was my executive producer of hip hop.
Okay. Oh yeah, of course. Your rickshaw is here, Mister.
Oh, there we go. We can do that. All right.
Johnny's just loving the guy. People love Johnny. I'm really digging this aspect of it. Yeah, so Izzy's done. I don't know what the next big fight coming up is, but I think it's John Jones, isn't it?
It's this weekend, dude. It's Alex Pereira.
Oh, yeah, Pereira.
Oh, I love it how you added a little Latin flavor there.
That's how you pronounce it.
Oh, dude, somebody just said Tough Enough should be they should do races.
Racists? I would love to see racists on Tough Enough. Racists versus blacks? I would
like whites versus black versus Latinos versus Brazilians.
It's a little too prison yard for me.
I would love
that. I'm in.
I like the real personal beef. You got to earn a beef with somebody. You know what I mean?
Here's a great question. Would you guys clap the cheeks of Angel Reese? Yes, or yes?
No.
But
why, Johnny? You wouldn't want thoroughbred?
She's got a mustache, dude. No, thank you.
Well, tell her to shave it.
Sammy, would you tell her to shave it? Yes or no or no? No way.
Yes.
Oh, you really would?
Unless I'd use him for handlebars for more grip.
That's fucking serious mustache right there.
Just grabbing that Super Mario mustache.
Thursday, Dodgers Cubs. Thursday, but guys, baseball's almost here.
I'm so excited. This is the first time I'm going to pay attention to baseball in April.
And just be so happy for your fucking poor pot of luck Dodgers.
Yeah.
There shouldn't be an all-star game. Dodgers, it's like the Globetrotters traveling around the country. It's like, come see the Dodgers.
It really is, dude. It's so ridiculous.
See the Dodgers come beat the shit out of your team in such an unfair way.
It's so dumb, dude. They're ruining baseball with this shit. If they win it next year, it will be so bad for baseball.
I don't know how they can't unless, because what that would require is 9 people to go completely cold all at the same time.
Yeah, or injuries. They'd have to have which has happened. They could have a ton of injuries, especially.
That's it. That did happen to the Braves like 3 years ago. You guys had the best team in baseball.
Devastated.
Everybody got hurt.
Yeah. That's the only way, though. I mean, really. I mean,
But you had 3 guys. They have fucking 15.
That's right. Yeah, it would. The way you could get to them is through starting pitching, though. If they had, several guys go down, which they have a couple of guys who could.
Fentanyl. You can get to them with fentanyl too.
Oh yeah. Or gambling. Well, it used to be gambling, not anymore. The FBI just covers up for you.
They laughed at that $14 million.
Isn't that crazy?
They threw a translator in jail, and he probably just got a new guy to fucking bet for him.
Sam just got some news on his phone there, and he's completely derailed. What happened here?
Sam,
I didn't get completely derailed. My internet shit.
Sam, is everything okay? You seem to.
I'm upset. My internet is not good.
Well, I must tell you, man. Hey, how are the floods?
It's cool that we're gonna. Well, never mind. I'm not gonna say.
Flooding out there?
What?
No, it's not. You don't want me to say it. Don't.
Yeah, because you're. Oh, great. We're moving there, and your internet shit. That's what you were about to say.
Yeah. It's exactly. I didn't know.
Believe me, I've already brought that up, and we're gonna go, and we're gonna fucking deal with this with. Sam's internet is not good. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you for that. I'm dealing with it. We're going to deal with it. I'm very upset.
Are you hardwired or are you on Wi-Fi? Are you plugged in?
I usually have it plugged in, but for some reason when I plugged it in, it didn't do anything. So I have to go make sure that Dana didn't unplug it.
Oh, okay. Weird. Are you uploading anything?
No.
Okay.
$1,000 he's making 3 flyers right now as we speak.
I'm not making flyers.
So fucking different.
By the way, I just want to say this. If the Raiders draft in the first round, draft Jalen Monroe or whatever his name is out of Alabama, I am honestly thinking about leaving the Raiders. I'm not even kidding.
What team? Bills?
I don't know yet. I don't know.
Oh yeah, who would be Sam's team?
It'd be the Bills, right? It has to be the Bills.
Bills probably. But Rams are on there as well.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about the Rams and me.
Well, I'm just telling you, if they draft that dude who isn't an NFL quarterback, I will leave.
Oh, threatening.
Well,
you hear that?
He's been put out there. Johnny, throw that as a lower third. Sam will leave Raiders.
Oh, yes. That's breaking news.
I didn't put that up, dude. Are you producing? You're not producing.
Throw that down so everybody knows that Sam's not playing around. Who do you want, Sam? Do you want a quarterback? Do you want Shedeur
if I could take anyone, I'd take Cam Ward in a heartbeat.
What if you got Shedeur or Sanders? A lot of people are either all in on him or like, I'm
not a big fan. I am big on Cam Ward.
Oh, you like him too, huh? Adam Egan, who's a big Giants fan, he basically sent out the same warning to the Mara family, I guess. if you guys pick Shedeur Sanders, you can kiss my 0 tickets goodbye.
Yeah. I bought tickets before to the Raiders, so they will kiss my tickets goodbye if they go after a guy who couldn't even pass in Alabama, where you got all the good players.
Yeah, that's a pretty good point. Would you guys?
I'm out.
The one kind of hockey I care about
is a pocket passer. Cam Ward. Make a deal with the Titans. Hey, who do you want on our team except for Crosby? You can have anybody you want. We'll give you our first this year and our second next year, or even I'll give up my first and second. That's how crazy I am.
Too bad you're not the fucking Saints GM, or actually the Eagles GM. We should have Sam be the Eagles GM. You know my first 5 picks? Give me this fucking guy whose wife's got a big fat ass.
We need somebody. So somebody just asked in the comment section where Zumock is. I don't know.
Yeah, we heard some bad news
I don't know
about
where Zumock is
recently.
What happened to the Z-Man?
I
We
just
heard
saw him.
we heard
And then
some
I
bad
saw him
news.
in Tampa. He's like, I'm sober. I don't drink anymore. Then I tuned into one of his live streams. He's like, my board is fried. I'm drinking. I'm like, okay, dude. All right.
Well, Z-Man. You saw him in Tampa? You say you saw him in Tampa?
By the way.
Oh, I can't wait for this.
Z-Man Zumock has to do a fart funnel before he gets that.
What the fuck did you just say, bro? Benecki, that's a solid one.
Z-Man is currently on Kevin Brennan's show right now.
What?
Oh, is he?
How is Z-Man?
He said he is
Z-Man
clearly.
looked good. He told me he was getting sober, and then I saw him on Brennan's show, and he's like, "Yeah, my board got fried, so he's drinking."
What's
it called? Totitos? I don't drink. What's the drink called?
rolls?
Tito's.
Oh,
Tito's. He's drinking Tito's.
Yeah, it's vodka. Yeah.
Z-Man.
Just call him the T-Man.
So the international.
We should get Z-Man back on Punch Drunk so we can relive how he ruined our relationship with fucking ATC.
I just texted him right there, but he said when he gets home he could come on, but I don't know if we'll still be on.
It'd be funny if you call and he goes, "You are receiving a collect call from the Dade County Penitentiary Department."
International hockey is the only hockey I give a shit about, and I thought that this tournament has been absolutely fantastic.
How about America and Canada? 3 fist fights in the first 9 seconds, and that's
wonderful. Wonderful.
That's a real.
Did you like the fights? Did you like the fights?
The game was great too. I mean, that the United States will probably lose now that we've had that great victory and celebrated it thoroughly. You know, I feel like Canada always gets their number, but
as it should. As it should.
Yeah. I mean,
if there's anything I root for in Canada, it's
all they have.
Loose women in hockey.
Canada's where you go for it. They get it.
2 biggest exports of Canada, hockey and loose women. And God bless Canada.
God bless Canada.
The 51st state.
Oh, Canada.
Trump is really serious about taking that over, by the way. Like, I think he is.
He's like the old relative at Thanksgiving dinner that just blurts out crazy shit, and everyone's like, just don't acknowledge that. If you acknowledge him, it gets worse. You know what I mean? You're like, okay, sure.
Trudeau got caught on a hot mic a couple of weeks ago, like saying that he's really he thinks Trump is serious about this stuff.
Who was?
Trudeau, Pierre Trudeau. I mean, sorry. Saying that he, is at least somewhat, it's like on. Wait, I'm sorry, I just got completely distracted. Look at what the cover of ESPN is. Do you guys know anything about this? Of
the page or the magazine?
The cover of ESPN, the magazine. No, this page. Look at this right here.
Magazine.
You know this guy? What is this?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, one-armed dude.
Is he good? What's his deal?
Yeah, he is good.
What's his team? What is that? Red team.
Dayton or something like that. I don't even know.
Austin P. Okay. Wow.
Yeah, but he has one arm, and he's actually really good.
But he can jump through the fucking. He could jump like a fucking trampoline in his legs.
That's cool. I got a 30-second Harbor.
But he doesn't have all the weight of the second arm holding him back, so it's like.
I want to see. I mean,
he dunks with his armpit once, which is
how good. How good would he be with 2 arms? This guy. I got to see this.
See, that's his teammate. He has 2 arms.
And another time that Emmanuel tips the inbound.
Why isn't that
take it from coast to coast? Watch out!
That guy on his right side, though. Get on his left side. He has 1 arm.
Yeah. You know which way he's going every time. That's crazy. What's his? Let's see what his stat. Oh, he's averaging 2 points a game, but still, that's for 1 arm.
For 1 arm,
doesn't get a lot of rebounds.
Imagine what he could do with 2 arms, 4 points a game.
Yeah, you just double it. Is that how that works?
I mean, probably.
Dude, when he's with fat white chicks, he can't smack ass and pull hair at the same time. He can only do 1 at a time.
It's devastating to his game, dude. It's just been devastating.
But they say that women love guys with handicaps. That's why Thibault got so much action back in the day.
Yep. That is right. That is true. Oh, by the way, I heard of a good joke. I didn't think of it, but I heard one about. You want to hear a good UNLV joke, Sam?
Oh no, yes.
It's not bad. Why do people from UNLV put their, and I've seen Sam do this, put their diplomas on their windshield?
Why?
So they can park in handicap spots. Guys, did you guys watch any of either the musical portion or the sketch portion of Saturday Night Live big crazy thing this weekend?
I watched some of it. It was good to see Jeff Richards there.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah. I
was happy for him.
I got a good story of his if you want to hear this real quick.
Please.
Yeah.
They're doing the red carpet at the music thing. This is going to crack you up, Sam. And just for a goof, he went through the red carpet. Then he kind of got around where all the paparazzi people were. And he was kind of doing like how Guillermo does on Kimmel, where he's like, hey,
he's dead.
So let me get a quick interview for Jeff Richards magazine. Giving all of his buddies the business from the show and, take pictures with Punky and all this shit. Chevy Chase comes up walking through and he goes, hey, Chevy Chase, Jeff Richards. I was a cast member for 3 years. Just wanted to say, congratulations on a great night. And what an honor for you to be first cast member and all. You mind if we get a picture together? And he gives him the fucking Heisman Trophy and says, nope, I'm not taking any pictures, man. I'm trying to fucking have fun here. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Wait, I'm sorry. Who is he talking to? I missed it.
Chevy Chase.
Okay.
And Jeff Richards is like, dang, dude, he made me fucking feel. I really felt like shit. Right then, Alec Baldwin comes up and kind of like up to the two of them. And he doesn't realize they just had this interaction. And Alec Baldwin goes, Jeff Richards. Doesn't even acknowledge fucking Chevy Chase. He goes, Jeff Richards. Pats him on his shoulders. And he says to Chevy Chase, dude, do you know this guy? He's one of the best impressionists in the entire world. To Chevy Chase.
Oh, that's great.
Chevy Chase looked like he just ate a fucking lemon. And then it gets even better. Alec Baldwin goes, dude, let's get a picture together. And Alec Baldwin took the picture with his phone. And he didn't even hear any of that. Jeff Richards like, I couldn't have written it any better.
Oh, that's
well. I'm just gonna say something. Wow. Chevy Chase's daughter works at the Comedy Store, and she's the nicest person ever.
Absolutely,
she's
the nicest girl ever. She just got married.
Good for her. She's on Pauly Shore's crazy ass show that I did.
She's the sweetest girl.
It was
in the world.
So nuts. It's great.
Do you think? Did he really? He's sure that he didn't overhear that? Because if he did,
there was no way. That's what I said too. Maybe he kind of did that to do a zinger. He goes, no, because other people were talking to him, and he kind of turned around and saw me, and he actually didn't see Chevy till he talked to Richards. And
Alec Baldwin did kill somebody. I mean, that's like, it's gotta be weird to take a picture with a murderer.
Facts. Yeah.
I think we've got some pictures with murderers, probably.
Who do we got? We got some molesters.
You never met Snoop Dogg?
Oh, that's true. Guys, I got a jam.
Wait, hold on.
My kids are here.
Sam, wait. I think Zumac's about to hop on. He says he's getting on his phone. Let me.
XG, bro?
Yeah, I called you XG. Sorry, because somebody just commented about XG. They were like, "Where's XG?"
What the hell? What did you just say?
You heard me. I called you XG. It was a mistake. I apologize. I'll never call you XG again. Oh, he left. He's such an asshole. Now we're gonna have to talk to Zumac. The whole joke is that he talks to Zumac.
Yeah, of course he's gonna fucking tank this anyway. But he said his kids. I was gonna fucking talk to him about these gigs.
Well, promote it before everybody leaves. Jeez.
Well, I was going to say February 8th. Here's the March 8th. Here's one big announcement. March 8th, I'll be in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Guess with who? Sam Tripoli, everybody. Sam Tripoli and the team. March 8th, Fort Wayne, Indiana. Come get some there. SamTripoli.com, I think it is. SamTripoliLive.com.
SamTripoli.com. Yeah.
Go there, get your tickets, because guess what? Your boy T just added to the show. Sam doesn't know it yet. But he said, hey, any show I'm on in your area, you heard it here first last week, you're 100% on. And I go, fine. I saw somebody hit me up and they go, hey, are you going to be in Fort Wayne with Sam? I go, Sam's coming to Fort Wayne? They go, yeah, in a few weeks. And I go, yep, I'm on that show.
You should put yourself on his special. The next time he records a special, you should just show up and be like, hey, where's my time?
Absolutely, I will do that. The guy does 4 specials a month. Are they special if you do them that often? Yeah, probably. Let's just let him say they're special.
Chad said he'll just catch us next time.
That's fine.
It's not as funny. Yeah, with Sam not on here.
He's probably hammered anyway. And then, hey, Lexington, Kentucky, this weekend, February 22nd, I will be there coming to see you guys doing 30 minutes old, 30 minutes new, something borrowed, something blue.
Nice. Did you watch that new 90 Day?
I did watch it, and I actually really enjoyed it.
Yeah, did you see the?
I saw it all. Yeah.
By the way, I clocked it immediately. In a throuple, there's always
a jealous person.
Yeah, well, there's always somebody though who did not want the throuple to happen and did it to keep the relationship together, and it's obvious. Like right away, it was that guy. Like those two girls are in a lesbian relationship, is what it is. They're smoking hot, by the way, both of them. And he's just along for the ride. He's lucky in this case. Usually
he probably gets to dabble a little bit here and there.
Yeah.
Very strict rules from his wife.
Absolutely. Yeah, he's like a sex toy when they're together, those two women. Yeah.
Very well said. That's probably the arrangement. Which, guess what? It's fun for maybe a month. And then they start talking shit about you behind your back. Next thing you know, you get your credit card bill and you're like, when did you guys get a fucking hotel? Where the fuck was I?
Yeah, you walk into like the room and they're giggling.
Golfing. We thought we'd go to fucking wine country. And I go, fuck, what's going on here?
You know how it is, though. You walk into the room, they're giggling, and then they just quiet up when you're like, shh, shh, and like, oh, nothing. We're just over here. We're watching TV.
Joke. You're the one leaving the toilet seat down. It's you got twice as much fucking self-care products in your bathroom now. Oh, boy.
By the way, 90 Day, those producers and the editors of that show are brilliant. How every new season they'll put in a couple that are hilarious.
Absolutely.
And kind of tease it out. Like they got like 30 minutes of footage for the whole season of these people, of Sarper and his girl, and then they just stretch it out in little 5-minute drops.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, it's infuriating. Like at the end, we know he's in America.
Come on, yeah, because we follow social media, so why are you cutting it this way? Like we know what's going on with them, so you don't have to fuck. But I get it, whatever.
Yeah, but that SNL 50 thing, I haven't watched it yet. Was it good?
It was good. It was a little weird thing because they did 3 hours of music on one day.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. What was the format? Because it seemed all I see are clips of music.
Was straight up Saturday Night Live.
Wait, what?
It was the format of the show of the music.
The whole thing. What is? Yeah, explain the whole event, like the whole weekend.
The 3-hour thing on Saturday or on Friday, Saturday maybe, was all music, and it was at Radio City Music Hall, and everybody in the audience had worked on the show either as a cast member, a host, or like lighting guy or makeup person or whatever.
Oh, that's cool.
And it was incredible. Everybody did about 2 songs, Eddie Vedder to everybody did like 2 songs, and they had sketches in between each couple songs.
Is that when was Adam Sandler on that, or like singing, or was he on the show?
He was on the show. So then,
and that was just a regular episode of SNL.
Sunday night was like a 3-hour regular episode in Studio 8H.
Okay. Have you ever been to a taping of that?
No, never been.
I would love to do that.
Yeah, almost did when Richards was there.
Is it hard to get tickets to tapings, or is it just like anything out here?
I think it might be some sort of raffle going on.
Okay.
Early in the season, you can put in for like every fucking, and whenever you get it, just plan your trip.
Yeah, I would like to see that.
But knowing people, it's a lot easier. I was just never there when they were taping, or when I was there, they weren't taping, and that kind of bullshit. But I always wanted to go. That would be super amazing.
Yeah, me too. I heard you're going to be in LA sometime soon, possibly.
Guys, I'll be in Los Angeles, California, April 18th to May 2nd.
April 18th to May 2nd. I got to block that out in my calendar. We're going to have some in-person punch drunks. Wow.
And we should play some golf too. I probably bring in the clubs. Here's the problem. Last time I brought my clubs, I played 3 times. It was fine. Next time I brought my clubs, I only played once. That one time with you when we went to that place, I got fucking oil canned, and it was
terrible,
crowded, and we got paired with those people.
It was a nightmare.
Well, it was fun because
I had no
fun. Realized how packed it was, and we got paired with strangers, and it wasn't going to be like a super chill golf day. I just shifted gears and just got fucking smashed.
Yeah.
I go, we're going to play slow drinking golf, or we're playing real golf. And once I realized we were playing slow drinking golf, I was like, fine with it.
It's terrible though. It's all that, and that's everywhere in LA. Unless you're in a country club, you want to drop $100,000 a year on a fucking country club. That's all you can do, dude. You're in foursomes all the way.
Well, that's why you got to go with the foursome.
Yeah, it's a drag though.
Sure. but it's better than getting fucked. The worst is when you're playing solo and you get paired with a threesome, and then you're in a cart with someone you don't never even met.
Yeah, and really, dude, when is a solo guy, unless he's walking, ever slowed you down on a golf course? Never. Let people play solo. Who cares, dude?
Even if they're walking, they're faster than a foursome. I can walk faster than a foursome behind me. If I'm walking by myself and there's a foursome behind me, I go, never see you guys again. Earbuds gone.
There you go.
14-1. 14-1, Jack. I'm down to a 14-1.
Really?
I heard Bert Kreischer say the other day he's at 8 handicap. He said it to Paige, Paige Sporanic.
I don't know who that is, but wow.
She's one of them YouTube golfers that has gigantic jugs, and I don't know how good she is in golf or what have you. And I watched him say that because he was like interviewing her during the Super Bowl. So I go, there's no way. There's no way Bert Kreischer is an 8 handicap. I bet 13 hours a day of his life is on the internet, whether it's Instagram, whether it's a fucking podcast, whether it's a fucking YouTube video he's making, whatever. Guess how many golf videos I've seen? 0. You would think if he was out there golfing as much as it takes to get down to an 8 handicap, you'd be seeing some clips.
Totally. Yeah. No.
I'm not saying you can't hit.
Well, you have to be upset unless you're. I mean, I don't know, Jack Nicklaus or something.
There's a lot that goes into breaking.
It's 10. So much work. Yeah. Which is not like. I mean, yeah, he makes shit up a lot. So I mean, let's be honest.
There ain't no way. Matter of fact, I would almost bet that I could beat him.
I'd love to see that.
Even if he's 10-12, whatever. I don't know. I would love to see that too.
We're forgetting one thing: the Mickey Mantle.
Did you watch that Balin out loud?
Not yet. No, me and the girl are gonna check it out, but we haven't.
Excellent. She had every week she has a new favorite.
I can't. Every time I watch it though, I like the preview. Because I watched it again, showing it to her. I can't help but feel like she's making that shit up. Like I just in my head, it's like
you won't. You watch a few episodes, you will not think it does seem like it, but you wouldn't think it if you watched it. But my favorite one, she was like in the new episode this week. She was doing talking like the confessional fucking reality show, which is you sitting on the couch talking about others. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Talking head kind of thing. Yeah.
Talking head kind of things. So I interviewed her. She's in the middle of a sentence, and she goes, "Wake up, smell the roses." What is it? Wake up, smell the roses. Wake up. Time to wake up, smell the roses, and suck a dick.
If you don't know, this is what we're talking about right here. Here's a little. It's this woman with Tourette's.
Woman, yeah, she's like 20, 21, 22.
You're done. You're done.
My name is Jayson. I'm 21 years old, and I have Tourette syndrome. In a little baby weenie.
Another big one.
Raining vaginas! Tourette syndrome causes me to have involuntary motor and vocal tics.
Wind it up, wind it up, wind it up.
Wind it up is a big one. I still say wind it up all the time.
What's going on with her? She's real?
My mom has crabs. She doesn't.
I'd describe our family as large. Okay.
Her mother is hot.
They got a hot milk. The whole family's good looking. All the brothers are good looking guys.
Yeah, the dad. The dad. I love that dad.
Oh. Sister's good looking guy. The dad's it's a great family.
I have 4 crazy and loud brothers. My mom has hemorrhoids.
Suck a cock all the time.
What is it? I'm seeing stuff that you're not seeing. So move. I have one younger sister, Sammy.
Having a sister with Tourette's is very crazy. You don't know if you're gonna get slapped in the face or get a hug.
Wait, so it's like physical, like she could just, what if she murdered you, and just blames her Tourette's?
Well, the whole crux of the show is she's trying to go out and live on her own for the first time in her mid-20s.
Uh-huh.
And it is a lot of worries about that stuff, like gas grills and certain things.
Really?
It's very interesting, but it's very funny too, in a heartwarming way. But she's got so many great catchphrases. I was always like, if I ever met her, I'd be like, wind it up. But then you go, oh no, that's going to start making her fucking do it. Because she sees things and then it goes into her head and then she can't not fucking do it.
It's funny. She is,
you are totally right.
Well, she's exactly Jason's type. I was going to say that. This is exactly Jason's type of woman.
Right, definitely in my wheelhouse. And would I be able to deal with the Tourette's if she was a little bit older? Probably. I mean, she's a little bit young for me. I'm not. Sorry, I've fucking aged myself out.
She's 21. That's old enough.
She's 22. It's legally old enough, but I mean, we wouldn't have a lot in common to talk about.
Yeah, I would love to hear you guys have a conversation. Her just saying cunt every 3 words, and then you
actually we would have a lot to talk about. I would give her so many. I would be the worst person for her.
Yeah,
because I get
new
these
phrases,
catchphrases stuck in my head, and then next thing you know, she's singing fucking all my stupid jingles and fucking constantly fucking calls her fucking mom. My mom sucks. Fucking big dicks.
We got to get you guys on a podcast
Starbucks,
together.
and her mom's like, no, I don't. Which,
all right,
it's kind of an insult to her dad, I guess. If you're saying that you don't, you should be like, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's
your
true.
mom sucks big fucking dicks, bitch. So get used to it.
That's it, everybody.
Guys, that's it. Lexington, Kentucky, this Saturday, the 22nd. Come on out. Country Boy Brewery, I believe it's called. And I just tweeted on Instagram. Just looking on my socials for all my dates. And March 8th with Tripoli and Secret Show, March 22nd, coming up in South Bend. I'll tell you more about it next time. But let's just say it involves Luis J. Gomez.
Oh, boy.
There it is. Yeah, he's performing it. Don't anybody say anything to him. Don't be dicks about it. Because he's performing at a club right on the corner here, the Drop Comedy Club, on the 22nd. And I hit up the booker, who's a good friend of mine. Shout out to Heather. And I go, hey, man, put me on that fucking show, but don't tell Gomez. And be like, hey, man, someone's going to fucking do some quick time. And he'll be all fucking pissy about it. And then I'll come out and it'll be a big laugh. So that's what we're doing. So get your tickets to that 22nd of March if you're in the region, and watch me surprise Luis J. Gomez. And he thinks that doesn't have anybody going on in front of him. That'll be fun. That's the 10 o'clock show for that. 8th, Fort Wayne. This 22nd, I will be in Lexington. Come to any of the shows. Let's fuck.
Genuine offer, by the way. You think he's joking? That's a real offer.
Doesn't matter what. Doesn't matter anything. Tourette's, penises.
I've taken him up on it many times. It is a real.
Oh yeah, Johnny knows. It's a sweet bargain, and I'm a man of my word. Johnny, I love you. Look good, and let's fuck soon, everybody. Suck it.
All right.